Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about a new brand to me. I only have a couple things, but I'm really excited. As you can tell from the title, this is the Lip Bar. I had so many of you guys tag me about this brand on Instagram a few weeks ago when the Black Lives Matter movement kind of really got huge. Because we have to do better about supporting our Black-owned businesses. We have to help level the playing field. And so many of you guys were like, you would love this brand because you're into cleaner beauty. They are classified as clean at Target. So I was so excited about that. Plus, yes, Target. So this brand is more affordable. And I know clean beauty for a lot of us can be inaccessible due to the price point, particularly brands like Beauty Counter, Cosas, those brands that are kind of sold at Sephora and whatnot. So to learn about this brand, that not only they were cleaner, they're a lot more inclusive, and that they were at an affordable price point available through Target online, I was shocked. Like, how did I not know about this brand? So anyway, I want to share with you guys a little bit more about the Lip Bar if you're totally new, and the look I have going on today is featuring the Lip Bar makeup. So very exciting, right? Okay. The founder of the Lip Bar founded this brand in 2012 because she, very much like Beauty Counter, didn't want people to sacrifice performance for safety in terms of their cosmetics, which is the whole precedence on why Beauty Counter was founded. So I love that back in 2012, the founder of Lip Bar was feeling exactly the same. So she also didn't like that beauty back then seemed a lot less inclusive. And when we say that, not only are we talking about, people of color, but also men and, trans and the LGBTQ community. So she wanted to create beauty products that were going to cater to everybody, no matter your, ability to afford the product or your gender, race, whatever, right? Like super inclusive. And I loved that. So from there, she's created now these formulas that are easy to use in a huge range of shades. She also has curated sets, similar to if you're familiar with Beauty Counter's Flawless in 5, where it's 6 full-size products for a 5-minute face. She has something called, what is it called? The 6-minute face or something like that. Very similar. And it's cool because I like the way she came out with, Fast Face. It's called the Fast Face Kits. And I love this. It's 6 products to get your face done in 7 minutes. It's the foundation, a face quad, which looks like it includes like bronzers, highlighter, and blush. It's like a little tiny quad like that. Brow pencil or gel, eyeliner, mascara, and a lip. It's a great little set. They're all like minis. It's not anything giant. But I thought that her Fast Face was a great idea. I personally didn't have all that, all the products, but what I'm featuring today is this eyeshadow quad in, I think this is called Fairy Princess. So we're playing with this. I also picked up from her the Lip Bar. It's a liquid eyeshadow. This is in a really cool sparkly copper. So I actually didn't wear it today, but I did want to show you guys. I don't know this. I think this might be named shade Superstar. And then, oops, the lipstick, Obsessed. These are her lipsticks that are in like cream lipsticks. I'm not a big liquid lipstick person, so I didn't want to try the liquid lipsticks. But this is in shade Baby Bellini. I have been wearing this a lot lately, like multiple days a week since I got it. So anyway, that's the gist on the brand. Super excited to be featuring them here on YouTube today. So let's get into my demo of how I applied the eyeshadow look and the rest of my face. So, okay, let's get to these eyes. So I'm going to be using this palette. Honestly, I don't know what it's called. I think maybe Fairy Princess. But those are the shades. Pretty neutral. I'm gonna do a look with this today that I actually haven't done yet. So we're gonna start priming our lids with this Bare Minerals Gen Nude primer. Obviously I have foundation and brows already on because I just want it to not take forever. So, oops, I've been using this primer. Hold on, drop my napkin. So priming. I've been doing, I don't normally prime my eyelids anymore just because I don't have the time and I don't wear eyeshadow every day anymore the way I used to prior to having my daughter. However, when I do a glam look, or particularly if I'm trying a new formula, I've decided I have to be better at using an actual eyeshadow primer, because that's how I always did it, right? I have been using an eyeshadow primer, oh my god, at least 10 years. I'm very much committed to eyeshadow primer. Okay, so now that we have the eyeshadow primer on, I'm actually going to use this Beauty Bakery flour, it's loose powder, to kind of just set lightly on the lid, because I don't want anything to skip or get sticky on the lids. Now, this I also feel mixed feelings about, because when you do this, your eyeshadow will not be as pigmented. So I try to use just a very little amount, but it does allow for a smoother application of your shadow. So with that being said, let's get right into it. I'm going to use this Sigma Tapered Blending E35 and go in the crease with, of course, the lightest shade here, which is like a, light skin tone. And like I said, I have used this palette already before, just not in the way I'm going to feature it today. So my experience so far with it has been decent. I'm gonna be straight up, it's not my most favorite eyeshadow formula I've ever used, but for what the brand and the products stand for, I see, like, there's certainly nothing wrong with them. I just prefer others. So anyway, that's like just giving me a light wash. From there, of course, I mean, would you expect anything less? I'm gonna go in with this warm brown and deepen up the outer half. Sorry guys, there is a fly stuck in the wall of this bedroom. It's so weird. See how pigmented that is? It has been here for weeks. I don't understand how it's not dead yet. Like, what is it even eating? It's in the walls. And I don't understand. I thought maybe he got stuck in the vent. So then I was looking in the vent and like, maybe I could just let him out. But no can do. Okay, so this shade is very deep, which honestly, I feel like if you are a woman of color or a person of color, you would love this matte warm shade to do kind of what I did with the light one, kind of go through the crease. If you were a woman of color or person of color, I bet you this could be your like all over setting shade, right? You could use this through the crease, and then these other two, I'll keep you posted on how I'm going to use them. So I'm actually going to pick up something to blend this out a little more without adding more color. So it's just a more firm blending brush. Okay. I mean, you could throw on some eyeliner and that would be a look, right? Okay, so what I want to do next is actually use this really shimmery shade here. I'm going to use my finger because I've learned my lesson with this formula. A brush doesn't pick it up very well. I think because it's got so many little sparklies. And I am like in a place where I'm fearing. You guys know when you have shimmery shadows or almost like glittery shadows and you fear they get like baked down, like packed down, and then it's like you have to use like a spoolie to get the product loose again. That's what kind of happened with this formula. So I have to be really careful. But if I don't use my finger, which kind of, I don't know, I feel like sometimes the finger, because the oil's on your hand, it does pack it down. But if you don't use your finger, then I'm not getting the color. Like I'm not getting that pigment I want. So I'm just gonna go back in with the brush that had the darker brown and pull that through a little bit. I feel like it always comes together when you put eyeliner on. So actually what I wanna do is use the purple to smoke out the lower lash line. And that's something different. I don't normally do that. But I felt like that might be an interesting, I don't know, something different I don't normally do. So We'll see. Could be a disaster. So this purple is like a mauve purple. So it's not as amethyst. I feel like it looks like amethyst. When you put it on, you can see it looks more like a brown. But I think this is a cool color for those of us with brown eyes, because it's the kind of purple that, I don't know, they always say purple brings out brown eyes. On me, with brown eyes, my eyes are like a lighter brown. Sometimes purple can make me look tired, and I don't really love it. I prefer greens, even like the right shade of blue, because my eyes are lighter brown. But this purple, I think, could work. And I've been actually using this purple on the lid, so that's why I wanted to kind of try something different. Okay, so actually what I think I'm gonna do is take that purple and kind of smoke out the upper parts of the crease a little bit using that brush I did with the brown. To kind of pull it together and even things out, because if I was gonna smoke out this lower lash line further, I have to increase what I have going on the top. Otherwise, it'll pull my eye down. So I'm just kind of filling in down here more. Okay. What do we think? I'm going to take the dark brown again with a smaller brush and deepen up that outer half again. Because, you know, when we do eyeshadow looks, we have to layer things up. Especially if it's a dramatic look, which this is for sure going that direction. Okay, I think that's all with the eyeshadow for now. I'm gonna just pop some liquid liner on. I'm gonna be using this Sigma liquid liner pen. So that eyeshadow look was pretty easy, I think. I think that's what's so nice about a small palette. So. Okay, what I done? All right, I'm gonna just do the other eye and be right back. I actually not only did liner on the other eye, I threw on some very natural false lashes. I haven't done that in a while either. And I feel like when you do a new eyeshadow look, again, same thing like when you throw eyeliner on, good lashes transforms an eyeshadow look, no matter if you're using something from the drugstore or Chanel. So I just put those lashes on. I had no mascara or anything, so we're just gonna finish the rest of the face, which I figured I'd kind of just walk you guys through. So what I'm gonna do first is my highlighter. I'm gonna be using, okay, this is in Topaz. So it's like a light kind of champagne. And pop this on. Now, I've talked about these highlighters before. They are very subtle. They're like the Hourglass ambient lighting powders. So, like a sheen, very soft. And I like that for every day, you know? And I feel like if I'm gonna wear false lashes, I don't know if I need to be glamming out with insane highlighter on my cheekbones. People are gonna think I'm crazy. I mean, ask me that 30 years ago and I would have said, of course I would be wearing glowing highlighter, but I like that. I want the eyes to stand out. So anyway, then I'm gonna use, I think I'm gonna use the Cosas Bronzer today, which I have loved and I've told you guys in a previous review. So I'm gonna use that because I like that it has a little bit of a radiance to it. And I want my skin to look very healthy. It's so funny. I was talking to a friend and she's like, on your YouTube videos, you look so much lighter than in like on Instagram. And it's like, I get it. It's because of the lighting I have in here. So I'm like looking on my camera to try to fix the lighting so it could be like more exact me. Problem is, when I do that, products don't show true to color. Is that weird? I don't know. I'm not very good at cameras, but like, so for instance, if I darkened the lights so my face looked truer, like looked tanner than I look right now to what you guys see, like if I showed you this bronzer, it would look wrong. It wouldn't look right. Yet when I show you what this bronzer looks like right here in this camera, it looks like that in my real life. So I have this struggle where it's like, do I show you what the products look like in real life and then you guys can just base my face color on the foundations I use? Or do I darken the light so my skin looks true to color, but then the products don't look true to color? Because it's also weird because when I look at my eyeshadow in the mirror right now, in real life, it looks like what it does on my viewfinder. So it's a struggle I have. Okay. And then for blush, I think I'm gonna go with Nectar, which is another more radiant blush. This is from Beauty Counter. It looks very similar to like a NARS Orgasm, but I think it's better. Has a little more punch to it, a little more pigment shows up. I think it's gonna kind of pull out the warmth in the shadow as well. Okay, and now I'm gonna run through a little bit of the mascara on the lashes to kind of pull the falsies together with my natural ones, and I'm using the Thrive. Just very gently, just a little bit, not a lot, because I have long lower lashes. So if I put too much mascara on, again, it pulls the face down, and I'm not about that life. Just at the root. Like I'm focusing the mascara just at the root. So you can see that I have lashes, but it's not as long as they actually are, okay? And now for the lip. So this is the last thing I wanted to show you guys from Lip Bar. I know in the beginning I probably mentioned that I had this glitter eyeshadow. I'm not like the biggest fan of this, to be completely honest. So, okay, let's do the lip. The lip is in Baby Bellini, very creamy lipstick shade. It's like your typical Stephanie peachy nude pink. So I'm just gonna pop this on. I actually, you know what would look really cool with this? I just don't have it right now and I don't want to mess up the color. My Charlotte Tilbury, what is it? Pillow Talk. My Pillow Talk lip pencil will look beautiful with this. It would bring out the little bit of the peachiness. And this formula reminds me so much of MAC, guys. It has the same MAC vanilla scent flavor, that same MAC creaminess of the MAC cream sheens. If you like MAC cream sheens, remember those? Those are my go-to. I wore a cream sheen at my wedding. This reminds me of that. Okay, now I'm gonna just do what I always do at the end of my makeup, is kind of soften the blush and everything so it all blends. And I've been actually, you know what I might do too? This is something I've been playing around with just off and on. Contouring my nose a little bit. I don't really need nose contouring, but I like it kind of defines the face a little bit once you have a lot of makeup on and you lose dimension. So what I use is this dual fiber brush from Bare Minerals, and I actually use a MAC eyeshadow. I've had this forever. It's a single of Omega. I used to use this as brow powder. So it's like a very taupey, shadowy shade. And because it's on the dual fiber brush, it's going to apply a much softer amount. And I just go down the side of my nose very lightly, where it's already defined. Like I could see structure there, and I'm just gonna enhance that structure. And I kind of lightly take it up to where the brows start. Just a little bit. It just kind of pulls it together with the rest of the face because it's got the bronzer and everything else on. See, it just gave me a little bit so my nose wasn't like lost with the face, with the makeup. Okay, I think that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. That is the Lip Bar eyeshadow with the lipstick. Super pretty. What do you guys think? Comment below.